Hello.
Yo,
Um, Turned out to be a pretty crazy game. We lost both of our Nexus towers and then ended up winning at the end.
alright, 80 carry. Alright, let's see how this runs. Masteries 2190. Runes should be physical damage, attack speed, armor, and magic resist. Very, very standard page right now for all meta carries because early game they need the attack speed to steadily last hit. Skill wise, you can, like, there's always a variation between players who can max Tumble or max Silver Bolts. Condemn is never an option though, but depending on the lane, like if you need to burst them down, like if they siege fast, you gotta max Silver Bolts because then that's the only way to counter it. And then maxing Tumble is for mobility. Again, it all depends on the opponent team comp. Like if you can chase them down with that, like if they don't have that many gap closers or escapes, no need to max Tumble. So they got like a Yasuo, they got Pantheon. You're gonna need to max Tumble because those are champions that can get on your ass. And then as for burst, Silver Bolts like isn't even necessary to max because they're all fairly squishy. I mean, it's a Yasuo, it's a Yasuo Wukong and a Pantheon. They don't build tank until like late, and even if they do build tank, they're still fairly weak in terms of like base health. So your maxing Silver Bolts first would be like unoptimal. All right. Let's see. So yeah, Lee Sin starts Krugs, so you can help him out on the Krugs. Just do 3 hits. Tumble if you want to, but you need to get into the lane as soon as possible. So for bot lane, since it's a 2v2 lane, the faster you push one wave and then half of the next wave, which is the melee wave, and you will automatically hit level 2. So your support should be it's more emphasis on your support than you as a level 2 power spike. You would actually put a point in tumble if you guys are ahead. So let's see if you I mean not tumble, condemn, because then you hit him to the wall. All right. See if you can just focus on hitting level 2. Use your tumble to last hit because it's an auto attack reset. That's what really important. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Now Caitlyn is a bully in lane, so you'd have to be you can sit back behind your minions because of minion manipulation. Also because Thresh's attack is also Thresh's ability. He leveled up Death Sentence right there, so that's a skill shot. So sitting behind minions is like the best way to stay safe. And even if he goes like that, yeah, your Nami should be tossing bubbles. She should not be leveling bubble first, but I guess she should be tossing bubbles like immediately. Okay, now that you guys are level 2, you can fight this actually. Good. Yes, this is essentially free if your guy gets it. Yeah, that's an ignite. Yeah, that's free. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Like he doesn't realize the power level spike at level 2. But I'm gonna take a look at that again. This is what could have been more optimal. You have to you make sure you want to ping your support because you notice that your support's backing up. He's not. It's not that he doesn't trust you. It's that he doesn't know he was gonna hit level 2 off of that minion. You guys killed 3 minions already, so you guys hit level 2. When you're about to hit level 2, you want to walk up. You want to establish the fact that you're about to make a play. Because he's walking up assuming that you guys are still level 1, but he didn't notice that you're level 2. So he's like, "Oh shit, fuck." And then he gets hit and then the pressure comes down and he doesn't realize the power spike. So your support's like, "Oh wait, we can win this." And then she gains confidence all of a sudden and makes plays. When she could have gained confidence the moment before you guys even hit level 2, you guys could have gained confidence. Oh my god. No way you can follow up on that. That's fine. Ideally, she should not be leveling bubble till 3. Like it's W then E, sometimes W then Q, but like the power spike early is just like the bubble early isn't as good as healing early because you can trade so much more effectively at level 1 and heal than you can at bubble. I mean, bubble doesn't do anything until you actually land it, and heal isn't guaranteed land because you can just click on them and then it bounces back to you if they try to harass you. So you don't lose HP, but they do. So that's why you level up bubble heal first. Uh, this guy's still going in. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to, before you tumble and attack like that, you want to attack, then tumble, then attack, and then move, and then attack one more. You get 3 autos off, and you proc your silver bolts rather than just tumble attack, and then attack. That's only 2 procs. You want 3. And if you could position yourself to like if you tumble to the right instead of going straight, you can position yourself to actually like get a condemn off like that. That's 2 attacks. And then I believe if the bug is still not fixed, I'm not sure. I gotta check on it. But your condemn still procs the 3rd proc of silver bolts.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it
Okay, so
does.
then right there, ideally you could condemn them and proc the silver bolts. It won't kill them, but it will force her to back. Like like forcing, like it might get her super low, and it'll have to force her to back or force her to burn a heal. Okay, Death Sentence comes. Okay, see that condemn was pretty good. Why did I don't? The flash was 50% necessary. I did not see Thresh use a flay. So if Thresh doesn't use a flay, there's a chance that Nami could have been flayed into tower, and since tower isn't aggroing anything except, tower isn't aggroing anything, that would mean that she would be probably aggroed by the tower, and that's a problem. Now you have the feast mastery, right? Because I noticed that your health is still significantly like lower than it should be. It should be a little bit above like 600 right now because if you have the feast mastery, you're running the feast mastery, right?
I can check.
Yeah, because the feast mastery is like it's small, but it not what the fuck? Okay, it helps you increase it increases your chances of last hitting because you do 2 extra damage, but also increases your lane sustain. 3 health per last hit, so it encourages the last hit more because you're getting a lot of health off of it. So on top of your
Yeah.
Doran's Blade lifesteal, you get so much benefit off of feast. Because I believe Doran's Blade is 3% lifesteal, so 3% of 80 damage would be like what 2.4 I think. No, not even 2. No, yeah,
Yeah, you got it right.
2.4. So 2.4 plus 3 is 5 health. 5 health per last hit, not including the auto. So that's a lot. 6 minions means 30 HP. So that's like a whole wave is 30 HP, and that's like a fifth of a pot. So that's 7 gold worth of healing, all for 6 last hits. So you actually earn a lot of value off of it. Now with 2 kills ahead, Vayne doesn't want to rush Vayne doesn't want to rush like items that like heavy auto attack reliant AD carries do, like such as Caitlyn or Jinx. Those are like hyper carry, like ranged AD carries. Vayne is more reliant on attack speed early, so she actually should be rushing Blade of the Ruined King. The reason we rush Blade of the Ruined King is because with all the mobility that you're using on, like you need the mobility on your team, and Blade of the Ruined King grants you move speed, grants you lifesteal. The move speed is based off of the
Active
active.
on the Cutlass.
Yeah, the active. The
Yeah,
active.
that was the question that I had since I was so far ahead. If I could just get a
Yeah,
Cutlass or
yeah.
a BF, I thought I
The
would
cutlass
get.
is the most ideal option because it gives you powerful lane sustain. Like you'll be able to like easily sustain. You can drop a slow on that opponent. You know, Caitlyn still has flash, but you know that Thresh. I believe Thresh does not have flash, so you can condemn the Thresh. That's a kill. You should be watching your movements on the minions, but if if you think your teammate has it, let him have it. Like you can't just like tower. If you were gonna tumble forward for that, you would actually be missing CS. Like if you know your team has it, then just stop, look at where you're standing. If there's money to be had, aka the CS, take the CS. And then ping to see if you're in a position to do this. This is a perfect position for you guys to do dragon. You can drop a ward. Well, you don't need to drop a ward in all honesty because there's 0 chance of steal because you guys have a Lee Sin you have a Lee Sin Q, but you also have 4 people there. So if their opponent tries to steal, it's not going to be necessary. So what you would do right now is you would ward after you guys kill dragon. Like it's good to ward before. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with warding before. It's just that it's not necessary. Because
Well, it was more of a timer. It was more of a timer thing. I wanted to steal the blue first and then do dragon, but nobody wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm. So your
And
your
this
option to steal blue is like valuable because like blue is essential early for the early game. But like this is a problem because they're at full health and you guys are like potentially low because you guys used your spells and you guys lost blue. But this is a free kill if you guys get your spells off. You should be moving in between your autos. You're actually standing still right there. That's bad. That gives their support and jungler ability to catch up to you. Yep. And then they're gonna catch you out. Yeah. Against the Yasuo,
yeah, that turned into a big disaster.
You should have moved left because if you move left, you only have one way to escape. Because if you move up, you'd actually be going deeper into enemy territory, which decreases your chance to escape. So if you move left to kill Yasuo, you'd be fine. And then on top of that, you also have your ult, and then you can just tumble away, go invisible, and then like go in 2 different directions, and then they don't know where you end up. Now with the Infinity, there is something wrong with the Infinity Edge Rush. Is that it's that because you're maxing Silver Bolts and not Tumble, you're more reliant on actually proccing your third proc. Because the third proc is where everything, like all your damage comes from. And since you're maxing Silver Bolts, it's gonna be really hard for you to proc your third proc without actually having the attack speed to back it up. Your power spike is strong. Like you're gonna be able to hit them hard, but you don't have the speed to continuously like proc that third power hit. So it's gonna be different. Like your power spike, like your true Vayne power is gonna come up a lot later than it should. Like if you max tumble and went Blade of the Ruin King or 1550, 870, so that's 1400 and 2 daggers. You would actually have your power spike a little bit earlier. You would, yeah, good job. Don't let him back. Like if he's standing in an unsafe backing position and you can safely deny their recall, do it, because that kills time. Because every second they spend not recalling, it means that they're not buying that item that they wanted to buy. Sure, they get passive gold, but who gives a fuck if they can't spend all their shit? Since they're stuck in the damn lane. Of course, you don't want to go into tower range and like kill yourself like just to stop them from backing. This guy still didn't back. Okay, he has flash, so there is a high chance that he has flash. If you guys lose vision, okay, good job warding over the wall. That's exactly what you need to do. Yeah, that's a free kill. I don't know if he flashed there or not. I didn't check. But if you see your opponent flash, just look at the clock real quick and then add 5 minutes to that. Yeah, you didn't need to ult. Well, you do need to ult just because it grants you move speed because you don't have boots. That's the other ideal item that you would buy if you had if you bought Cutlass 2 daggers, and you could buy a boot, and then this is where it gets difficult to trade with Vayne, because if you don't have that speed, you're not able to trade. You're not able to throw your quick auto attacks. Like you can throw 2 autos with just an auto and a tumble auto, and then potentially a third auto to proc the stacks. That's the general combo. But with slow attack speed, you're probably gonna take you like an X amount of time longer to perform that. So that means that like during that time they can just walk away from your third auto. Really? Okay, this Nami doesn't know the mechanics of Nami. It's a very straight mechanic. You slow them before you throw a bubble, because then I think I don't know if I mentioned it, but if they're CC'd, like if they're slowed, it's kind of like Lee Sin. You Tempest them before you toss your Sonic Wave out, because it increases your chance of landing the skill shot. I mean, like, they're slow, they can't move fast enough to dodge it. Like, come on. So if you slow them with the E, it would be harder for them to dodge the bubble, because the bubble is one of the hardest skill shots to land. It's not like Nidalee, you know, that thing doesn't take any skill. Anyway, she should be okay. So you don't know where the enemy jungler is. I don't think it's Pantheon. I think it's somebody else. But if it's Pantheon, then it sucks. If you don't see the jungler, you'd want to stay in the 50%. Okay, this is good positioning. Yeah. Yes. Nope. If you can't get that auto, if you don't think you can get that auto, stop right away and just go back to CSing the lane. Because then you're wasting time moving forward to push them backward when you don't need to move forward anymore. Because there's a potential that he could just flash box flay you backwards and you're caught out because you already tumbled. So that's danger. Like, that's the danger area. I mean, your wave is gonna push towards them anyway. So don't like risk it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like these risks these little movement things are actually a big problem, because when you get to, because when you are fed, yeah, but like it's not like don't let it get to your head, because like that shit like that will happen. Yeah, sure, you can move in from it, but like stuff like eventually this Thresh will land a hook on you somehow, like through a miracle, but a hook will land and you don't have your tumble to escape and stuff. So that's like the worst thing. This is zoning. What you're doing right there is zoning. You're just walking forward and intimidating them. Like, she has no mana, so she can't respond with a 90 caliber net. So what you can do is, yes, you don't have to tumble, but you can just walk forward. You don't even have to attack her. Just walk forward. Just by walking forward, you're a threat. The only thing you have to be scared about is Thresh. That's it. Nothing else. Jungler, yeah, sure, but Pantheon is the jungler. Wukong, I guess, is the top laner. It's one of those two. Like, doesn't matter. They're both the same. So just by walking forward, do you see how she has to move backwards? There's a reason why. She has no mana to respond to anything, so the only thing that she can do is, if she tries to auto you, you can just, like, tumble forward, auto her back. But by tumbling forward, you risk getting flayed backwards. The only thing that you can respond to with the flay backwards is hopeful for Nami's trading potential by healing you, drop, and then healing, bouncing, etc., etc. But the Nami's not in a position to be able to respond to a potential flay. So if you went forward to zone, and then she went to auto you, and then you tumble forward to counterattack her, Thresh would naturally, he's supposed to, flay you back. And then afterwards, he can attempt to throw a hook. He doesn't have to, but he could even box if he wanted to. But there's no response from Caitlyn, because all she could do is auto with her mana pool. And your Nami would have to respond by simply throwing spells down, just to make it so that you win the trade. That's generally the situation that would have happened if she attacked you. Like, all that could happen if she just attacked you, based on where you guys were standing in the lane. This is good. What you're doing here? No, don't drag it to the tower. Drag it to the tower. Well, okay. Well, I mean, you can last it under tower, sure, but like, don't drag it to the tower because um, you want the lane to be frozen right here because then when she's back, you can just stick it here and you can get all this fucking money for free. Like the wave will be very stable. Look at that. She failed that. Okay, she flashed. That's 1946 on timer. You flashed too. Okay. Now, question is what you're gonna do with this flash first. Okay, so Thresh flash too. That's 1923. Okay, so you know that around 20 minutes, both of them will have their flash. Here's what you're gonna do. Because you use flash, you have to do something with that. That's the whole point. You flash for objectives. Oh, that's a kill. Ward the bush. Never mind.
I actually did have a ward, and
Yeah.
I usually keep it on 2. And
Oh, well, if you keep it on 2, you should be proccing 2 immediately. Oh my god, how did that miss? Yeah, the potion. But, big first thing is, aside from warding the bush, which could have probably granted you 1 auto, that could have changed the fight, but, it's not always going to change the fight. If you had a third proc, then it would have changed the fight, because that would have been a kill.
well, I would have got an auto and then a condemn, and that would have procced the third.
Yeah, see there. But the whole reason I said flash and do something out of it is that you have to, if you flash, you want to, something has to be done off of it. The people always argue like why do you like if you flash for a kill, you want to flash for objectives, like, cuz if you kill someone with using a flash, the whole point of killing people is so that you can secure objectives. Like, you kill people, they're all dead, then you can secure towers, and then you can win the game. Like, that's how it works. Like, it's like the greater goal. So if you kill them, can you secure an objective? Yeah, you guys got a tower overall. If you kill them, could you guys do dragon? Yeah, you guys could get it. Yeah, that's an objective. Like, that's what I mean by flashing for objectives. If you flash, you get a kill. Afterwards, some objective must go down. So the tower is down, that's fine. And it's mid tower because most people like to siege mid tower. And everybody pushes mid because it's the fastest way to the enemy base.
What do you think about second item buy? You think since I passed on Bork, I should
No,
get
you
it
shouldn't.
second?
You need to get that. You gotta get that Bork. Like, the static shiv is okay, like meh, but like you gotta get that Bork because you don't have lifesteal. Vayne can sustain extremely fast through with the lifesteal. Like, that little bits of sustain are very, very helpful. You don't want to fight her like up here. You want to just clear those minions out. Cause Vayne is super good. Vayne is a hyper carry, so the longer the game lasts and the more time you invest in farming, the more potential you have to be a dominating factor. This is a free kill. Oh gosh. Well, this Thresh is in an extremely awful position. That was like one of the worst positionings I've ever seen on Thresh. Condemn. Oh well, that's very unfortunate. Like, it happens. Like, shit. Like, it's not like your fault. It's just like, wow, I really thought that was gonna hit, but oh well, it doesn't matter because you guys secure the kill. There's no way she could have escaped that. She had a 90 caliber net. Doesn't matter. You were in a position where wherever direction she 90 caliber net, she would die. Knowing that her flash is down, there's absolutely zero chance that she has an escape. So in her sense, she's in a bad position. Now, tower diving here is dangerous. Pot should be procced right away, and then apparently I guess they had that warded. But when you tower dive, you don't want to go forward with your attacks because Vayne can tumble backwards too. So you can tumble in a different direction so you stay out of tower range. So you tumbled forward, and the only direction you have to leave is through that tri-bush. So or you can go up more and try to suicide to the other tower, but that's not ideal because they already hit you. Thresh would have just gotten that kill. But if you go forward, you have to keep moving forward because if you try going backwards from where you were standing, you just would have aggro tower, which would have made you die faster. If you actually stayed in a safe position, there's a chance that Lee Sin could not have gotten the kill, and that's fine. You could just let it go. Because then you're drawing a lot of attention down to bot. The more attention you guys draw down at bot, by the way, like, the more your Rek'Sai, who is for some reason a dominating factor in every lane that he goes in. This guy, oh god, I guess you were alt tab, or not alt tab, you were just weren't paying attention. Yeah.
I was watching top. Yeah.
Use the
That was
space
a
bar.
distraction.
Use the space bar to center your camera to check where you're at. When I play, like, I every now and then, oh god, that hook. See, this is what I mean by he'll land one miracle hook eventually. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. But you can tab between your champion, like your allies, by pressing the F keys, F2, F3, F4, F5. F1 is yourself. So if you want to, instead of rolling your mouse all the way up to the top lane just to check on Rek'Sai, just press F3, look where he is, then press space to center yourself back. It's very fast, it's very efficient, and it's
Yeah, I
just
actually
like
have them. I actually have those set to Z, XC. It's easier than
Hmm.
hitting F1, F2, F3.
So that's even
It's
faster,
like,
yeah. So your fingers
yeah.
just roll down instead of going up to like your fingers go from down to up, and your like the space bar is just like to center your camera. That's very handy. Tumble should always be
Yeah.
max. It's like condemn is like a shit spell. Like you only need it in one level. Like honestly, like there's nothing else you can do. Rex size drawing attention. Dragon's not up. Instead, your best option is to shove bot. Like at this point, you can't freeze because you need to group. Your opponents are grouping faster than you guys. So at this point, into to like you notice they're grouping bot. They're grouping top. They're attempting to pick people off so that they can catch up from their deficit. They did catch up from their deficit by taking down 2 towers and securing an earlier dragon like a while back. So in order to counteract this, you need to shove the tower take the tower, and then get to your regroup with your allies as soon as possible, because you are the strongest force aside from Ari and Rek'Sai. If Rek'Sai and Ari are in the group right now, like they'll be able to hold. But if you really want to be if you want the team fight to be successful and ever in your favor, you have to be with Rek'Sai and Ari. Well, Nami has to be alive too, but that's just like that's just like general. Nami should always be with them because she needs the vision control. And then okay, so Rek'Sai's initiating. Sit in the back, shoot. Sit in the back and shoot. Always focus. No, you want to focus the closest target. Oh god, drop your heel. Good. You don't want to tumble forward. Because if you tumble forward, you push yourself in a dangerous position. Unless they're going backwards, you tumble forward. Because if you tumble forward and they're moving forward, you bring yourself closer to them, which means you bring yourself closer to something like that. Wukong, Yasuo, Pantheon all have gap closers to get to you. Fastest way to avoid that is to tumble backwards. You know what I mean? Like you're putting yourself in a dangerous
Yeah,
position with tumbling
it makes
forward.
sense.
Yeah.
I got a little bit too close to Panther, and I could
Mhm.
have gotten killed pretty easily, and I need to just put out as much DPS as possible.
Yeah. What you could do is you like the best way to do that is just to attack the closest target, because when you like killing the closest target, keeps you in the safest position. That's the whole point of Vayne, because Vayne can constantly reposition. Because if you max Tumble's on an extremely short cooldown, provided that you have enough attack speed and you're auto attacking constantly. Because the only way Tumble goes on cooldown is if you attack. So if you have a low rank Tumble like it's like it is at right now, the cooldown on Tumble will take longer for you to reset, which means that it will take longer for you to reposition with Tumble. Tumble can grant you forward repositioning, left, down, right. It goes in like so many different directions. It's in a circular pattern. Right here, I would not suggest you to go back. Like you click forward to go like to check more. No, no. You should have just kept running back to the mid lane. It's okay. Don't check that. You want to ward the oh, well, he's not gonna be in position. In fact, you don't have to condemn yet. Now you can condemn. Sick condemn. See, that's good. That was worth it. Now, yeah, yeah, stuff like that. Always keep that. Like when they're up that close, immediately ward that bush. Like it should be always warded if and only if like they're rushing in that direction. Like it's the nearest bush. They're coming from that direction. Like they're not coming through mid lane, so what else could they go through? This area, that little jungle entrance. So you gotta do that. Okay, so at this point, yeah, sieging is the best. Caitlyn is bottom. They have no wave clear. There's nothing they can do to respond. Yasuo goes top because the wave is pushing in his favor. This is a free tower. That's great. Now, you guys cannot go any further than this because they will be up. What you want to do is with your current item set, you can purchase your static shiv. You'll have 1,000 gold left over. You can attempt to go for Bork, otherwise go for Last Whisperer because they might be setting up armor. You want to tab out to check if they actually are building armor. And if they're not building armor, there's an option for you to take Yuma's Ghostblade, which gives you massive kite ability. And it would be ideal. Like I wouldn't say that I don't think that's a bad option if you went Yuma's Ghostblade in this particular game because of the amount of gap closing champions that they have. But Last Whisper is also an ideal option because you get more burst off of it. Clear that wave, you don't have to finish it off, and then you just keep going. Let the mid lane push, top lane is pushing. That'll draw your opponent's attention towards top and mid. What you guys can do, you guys are going to need to ward. You need to swap your trinket out for a Scrying Orb. This is where Scrying Orb comes to play. Scrying Orb should be purchased the moment you get your second big item. So that would be Static Shiv. So right now, at this point, this is where you guys are grouping together. You guys are sieging. So therefore, Scrying Orb would be the most optimal trinket. Why not Warding Trinket? Because Warding Trinket isn't really that, like, it just sucks. It's only like 1 minute of vision. It's shit. Sweepers for more map control. And Scrying Orb is really nice because it reveals your opponent. Like wards reveal them, but like sometimes the wards fucking glitch out. And this is like it's like clairvoyance. Like the Scrying Orb is just really good clairvoyance. Also because then it pisses people off. Like, hey, I can see you, and they're like, oh fuck, they can see me, and then they have to disengage. It's kind of like that one way. It could be a threat in a certain way. This is a dangerous position for you. You're against 4 people, and you know that Yasuo has like 20 gap closers because he could just dash to like 2 minions. So you should just let that tower go. You have no way to respond to that. Like if
What do you
Thresh
think?
did land a hook or he flash flayed or flash boxed, you'd have zero. Well, you'd have to flash and tumble to escape it, which means he's like, okay, I burned my support flash for AD carry flash. Next time they'll just jump on you and you have no way to escape. Because once they stun you, you can't tumble.
What do you think about getting oracles instead of scrying?
Like Oracle Lens?
Yeah, because they have a Wukong.
That's well, you're like there should be 4 Oracle Lens on your team, and Scrying Orb also works too because then you can scout bushes. But Oracle Lens is fine. Like AD carries have the option to go red or blue, but most AD carries go blue because like when they duel or they split push and whatnot, they can just quickly scout the middle of the map and they say, hey, someone's coming, I'm out. Whereas Oracle Lens, you can't really do that. And then Oracle Lens is for that one stealth champion. 4 top, well, it doesn't mean you can respond with going bot. I mean, like, even if you shove bot as fast as you could, it's not gonna matter because they'll probably just like do something else by that time. So vision on Baron must be secured. This is your team's job, but since you have an empty item slot, wards aren't necessary, but pink wards are. So if you have an empty item slot like right now, you can get a pink. This is dangerous for you to be in. Oh shit! Make sure you don't step on traps. Like wherever you are, like they could be at any bush. Like you know that 5 are Mia, so regardless of where they're, like even if they're back, like it's still a dangerous position because you know that Pantheon has ults. He's like, hey, this guy's alone. Check that out, and then he could just jump on you. You never know where they are. In all honesty, they could be at your Krugs for fuck's sake. So yeah, it's dangerous to step on the trap because it reveals you and you can't stealth. Like if you stealth, they can still see you. So that's just like a warning. Try not to step on traps. And this is like in laning phase too, because if you step on trap, like, oh shit, that's a free hook, that's a free Q, etc., etc. Did they clear your ward? Did you ward the dragon? I think you just warded the. No, you warded the try. Never mind. I thought they warded the dragon and then like it died. Excuse me. Okay. So you see Wukong top, you see 2 bottom, and Wukong's clearing the map. I think. Scuttler is on your side. I think that's Scuttler on your side because I can see 2 wards there, but at the same time I can't see if. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Scuttler's on your side. If it's not, it's on their side. It doesn't. It's the same thing. But you want to walk up. This is fine. You're still grouping with your team. Like there's nothing else you can do at the moment. Like if you clear bot, it's also kind of dangerous because if they were smart, they would actually have taken another objective already. Like they could have taken Baron uncontested because there was no way you guys can respond. But I guess since they didn't take Baron, they're just allowing you guys to free farm. So here's what you do. You take that. Like, just fucking free farm. If they're allowing you to do it, do it. But just keep an eye on dragon timers because if you guys have a minute until dragon comes up, you don't want to be in a position where you can't group with your team. Can't group to counteract on dragon. So now that it's up, you're in a fine position, but your team is not in a position to respond. So therefore, this dragon's gone. Yeah, no miracle steals happening. Oh, okay. So hook landed. There's no way you can respond to that. Pushing mid would not be the ideal option, like where you guys are standing, because if you push mid, what would happen is they just catch up to you, they'd kill you, and you'd have no escape. What in the fuck? Why the fuck are they down there? What are they doing? They think you're gonna cheese you? They can see you, but no, you don't. You can't call for sweep. They already know you're there, because Scuttler. Since you guys didn't have the Scuttler, they have the Scuttler because the Scuttler isn't alive. So they know that you're there. The only way that they can stop you from Baroning, yes, this. Okay, back up. Here's what you want to do. You want to wait till he gets in there. Okay. No! 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 Okay, you got the kill. Yeah. Oh my God, he flashed too. Oh God. No! 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 All right, the Baron has to be gone. The Baron has to be gone. Come on, come on, take it. Just take the Baron and then get the fuck out. Okay, leave. Oh God, no, 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 that was not ideal. What should have happened was you should have condemned Pantheon into the wall, which guarantees that he is stunned, and then you guys can get a free kill off of that, and then do dragon. You don't need to flash over because I know you flashed to secure the objective, but like flashing over could also guarantee your own death. Because at this point, like Pantheon, like you saw he could burst you. You had to heal. You saw he could kill you, so it's very dangerous to do that. And you also didn't use a cutlass, so No, you don't want to do that because you are one of the only few people that can actually deal consistent, steady damage. Cause like think about it, Lee Sin has burst damage, but that like his attack speed is too slow to take down the Baron. Ari is a mage; she's not gonna take down Baron without like burning a shit ton of mana. And Nami is fucking support. Who care? Like they have no damage. So then, who's the only damage? Who's the only person who's gonna be able to take out Baron? You. So if you sure he's knocked over the wall, that's it. How can he get over? He'd have to waste his own flash to get back over the wall and attempt, in quote unquote, attempt to steal it. When you guys have a smite, you guys have a Q, Lee Sin, and you have the threat of you being Vayne with the third silver bolts proc and all. You're the only source of damage that your team, like you are the most powerful person on your team aside from Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai's just all like he's just like a powerhouse, but he relies on positioning. And he is a frontliner. Like if he has to like go into the middle of the team. You sit back and you deal a shit ton of damage. That's what you're supposed to do as AD carry generally. So like when doing Baron, you guys should just Baron first, kills second. If a kill happens to be free, which that Pantheon jumped into, he literally jumped off a cliff. The cliff landed in the Baron pit. You could just knock him into the. You have to condemn him to the wall and then just kill him. Because if you condemn him to the wall, he has no chance of stealing. He doesn't have smite. Even if he has smite, it's probably not gonna land. Okay, here it comes. Ooh, that wind wall though. That was a pretty good wind wall. Good kite ability, but you're gonna die. Oh, wait, no, yeah. That Nami has to be really patient.
We should have left 20 seconds ago. That's probably the best thing to do. 'Cause everybody.
Yeah, that too. But it's always best to move in between your autos. Like even if you guys could commit, like let's say a third person was up there for some reason, like. Because there was two people there. Let's say their last player, who is Wukong, right? Oh, Wukong stopped. But let's say Wukong went bot, right? Like you guys had no choice. Then the best way to fight that as a 2v2 would be to just keep moving, moving towards the left. Like you're always moving towards the right. So try moving towards the left and see if you can beat. Because the wind wall is this way, and you can't attack through the wind wall. And when he died, it was still up for like a split second, which denied one of your autos. See, fucking powerhouse, Jesus Christ. Okay, you have to clear out bot because that wave is gonna shove inward, and also because it's a super minion wave. You have to clear it fast. Best thing to do is like kill all the killing the super minion makes it so that the melee minions are weaker. Space, then just kill the back line. Kill the back line. Yeah, kite the minions. Yeah, you'll have to kite the minions. That's how strong they are. You gotta kite them. Like you can't just like sit still and auto. You can practice kiting minions. It's pretty straightforward. You gotta tumble. Don't hesitate to tumble when you're taking minions down, because you have a 5 second, you have a max cooldown or max ranked tumble. It's okay to use your tumble to help last hit. It's just that if you miss the last hit, that would suck. But of course, just like yeah, tumble, like using your abilities to last hit is fine as long as you don't miss the last hit. Like it's just like gold is it's not that big of a deal if you drop a Caitlyn Q or a Jinx zap to secure a last hit. Many people do it all the time on mages like Xerath. Like they burn a lot of mana just to last hit. It's fine. I can't get it with an auto, and I don't want to miss it. So here's an ability that will secure me the last hit. 2, 3, ping, ping, ping. All right, good job. It's okay to be this. What this does is, since you killed half the wave, it's gonna let your wave slow push. The wave basically will push itself. Because there's no way it could. Well, actually, no. Your inhibitor's not back up, so it's not gonna push itself. It's gonna be like stabled, and then it's gonna go against you because super minions. Until your inhibitor's back, slow push is impossible for bot lane. You're in a fine position. This is fine. Keep an eye out on them though. Don't just center the camera on yourself. You need to see where your opponents are. Because if you can see where Vayne, if you see where they are, like there could be a potential, like Wukong could be hiding at the edge, but you don't know where he is, because like even if he shows up on the mini map, you might not see it because some champions overlay the other. You know, like Wukong, Thresh's fucking icon like overlay. Okay, you're in a bad position. You gotta tumble backwards. Flash. Damn. She caught you out. So that's the biggest threat you have to wait for. Remember what I said? You have to be afraid of something. The worst thing that you could be afraid of is the flash box, because it's pretty difficult to get out of the flash box. Ideally, when you to react to the flash box, you have to just flash tumble, and that will reposition you enough so that you can get out of the box. You might get hit by the box. You might not get hit by the box, but it's fine if you do, because once you flash tumble, you'll be out of the range. You can just sit back and auto by moving downward. You'd have to move down. Because if you move up, you're gonna be in a dangerous position for someone to respond. Like Caitlyn is just gonna walk forward, Q, and then ace in the hole you, and you can't avoid that. Because if you flash tumble in the right direction, there's also no way that you're even if you flash in the right direction, your team is probably just their attention is focused on Thresh, so that their attention will not be focused on Caitlyn, which means that if she ace in the holes you and you already shot your auto, your tumble is highly likely going to be on cooldown still, so you won't be able to tumble to safety with your team. So even if you flash tumbled, you'd have to flash tumble in like the worst direction. And if you flash tumble in the direction that like let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna play it back real quick. Okay, you died. Okay, a little bit back. Where's the part? Paint. Okay. Pause. No. I just had it. Let me see. I swear to God. Okay. This position, you should be watching the side, just like a little bit. Just do a little scouting. There's no minions coming, so you could be looking there. Just move back and forth between here. Don't just stand still. Be ready for anything, cause that's what having your mouse move. That's what it's like moving for. Like you're ready for anything. If you stand still, it means you're not doing. You're probably like doing something. Okay, so he flayed already. Okay, well that's not a cooldown. He's gonna flash box, right there. So I'm gonna print screen this. Okay, so if you're in a position, right? Okay, so here, this is where Caitlyn's standing. Okay, so if you flash, okay, so this box is, oh, it's still here. Okay, so no, wait, it popped because Nami popped it. Wow, what a beast. So what you would do is okay, your flash is about to be up. You would tumble this way. Well, you already tumbled, but you would tumble this way. Since your flash is about to be up, might as well flash this way. Your tumble would be up again. Then you tumble this way. You tumble this way. This will still open you up to Caitlyn ult though. But these two are in a position for now, from where the video is standing, to block the Caitlyn ult. Now, if we keep watching it, they're still in a position to block the Caitlyn ult if you flash tumbled. Now, since you got low, yeah, heal is fine. Okay, so now you're alive. But she already got the auto attack animation off. There's no way you could avoid this. The other ideal place for you to flash tumble, you go this way. You go back all the way over here. You get within range of this guy. You get within range of Thresh. Why do you get within range of Thresh? He has no flay. He has no flay. If he misses flay, what if like that's a failure on him. Because if you're on his face, there's no way this person can reach you. There's no way Caitlyn can reach you. There is a way Pantheon can reach you, but he'd have to flash for you, and he'd have to get within tower range. By that time, it's probably dangerous because Thresh will already probably be dead because of the amount of shred and the amount of DPS your team is doing to him, and etc. etc. And then you also have your heal to save you too, but it's kind of too late for that. So you tumble towards your team, and if Caitlyn will still ult you, like yeah, sure, but since you flash this direction, you're safe because look at all this fucking wall right here. Like if none of them, like sometimes like to troll. Like I see a lot of Caitlyn players. Like I've casted ult a lot as Caitlyn, and every time I see an opponent not block my ult, I say nice job teammate. Like it's just because it's like you just gotta block that ult, man. It's a kill if they don't block it. Come on. Anyway, yeah, okay. Wow, that positioning. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that charm wouldn't have landed anyway, but. She should have focused her fire immediately on Caitlyn, like shifted automatically. That charm would have, if that charm hit, she would have died for sure. Deathfire Grasp was pretty nice though. I believe your item you're building is Last Whisper too, so that's fine. Last item should be GA. Banshee's Veil is not necessary. You should be getting GA. Banshee's Veil, no, it's not that is not necessary, but they have 3 AD, so there's no point in getting it, you know. Like if you want to be Woong from MIG Blitz / CJ Frost, you can get Randuin's. That's hella funny, but it's not ideal, of course. Like it's pretty funny just to have like what the fuck you got a Randuin's, but yeah, kite ability, bitch. They have 4 AD actually. They got Wukong, Pantheon, Yasuo, and Caitlyn, and then Thresh's physical auto attacks deal AD damage too. So that's crazy. Yeah, Vayne should get a GA. What he said is right. Because they will focus, like once you die, your team is pretty much screwed in terms of constant DPS. That would mean that it would be up to Ahri and slightly Rek'Sai too to be able to turn a team fight around. This is like your only opportunity to buy GA like as fast as possible. So you're about 2,400 gold short. So it's gonna take a while for you to get GA. I'd say about like another like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 to 10 minutes. If you farm wave by wave. If you farm a shit ton of waves though, it'd probably take you about 5 minutes. But 5 minutes from now, if you have your GA, you're pretty basically set. Same time, this is where Scrying Orb can come in, since you're too, because when you have this warding trinket, you have to be in a position where you can walk up and drop the ward. Whereas Scrying Orb, you can sit back and like drop the thing from range. No, 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 crazy. In a little dangerous position, you stop flash. Oh wait, wow, you okay? Sit back, stay there, and attack the closest target. What you can do is you could just look at yourself. You don't even have to look at the closest target. Like you don't even have to look at your enemies. You could just look at yourself. It's called A attacking. Attack moving. Like you can just click. You could just A click the ground. A click the ground. You'll attack the closest target. Because then what you're doing is when you're looking at yourself and you're A clicking the closest target, it doesn't matter who you attack, but you're keeping yourself safe. That's how like good AD carries are able to avoid skill shots in the middle of a team fight. Like how the fuck how are they able to micromanage so fast? Because they're not actually right clicking their opponents. They're actually right clicking the ground. Some people know how to counter this though. Because there was a play where this Aatrox dropped, like this Vayne was kiting, or this Jinx was kiting, and this Aatrox dropped the ward. Since kiting involves A clicking, you A click the ward. You get it? Like that was the best counterplay. But in most elos, you don't see that. That never happens. Like nobody drops a ward in the middle of A clicking. No, they're not gonna think about that at all. So if you A click the ground, practice that. You should be practicing that on AD carries like Vayne, because since she has high mobilities, like I bind my attack move click to A. So I just click A, and it's as if I issued a move command to where I had my mouse without actually clicking like A and then left click, A, left click, A, left click. Because that takes too much micromanagement. I'd rather just press A and move and attack at the same time. Like it's
Yeah, I didn't know
much
you could
easier.
do that.
Yeah, you got to change your key binding for it though, but it's there. Oh, the game ended. Well, unfortunately, I can't see the rest of it, but
Did I not output all of it?
no, it probably just didn't finish rendering. It's fine. What I can tell you is like from this it's this is dangerous. Like what you did here was like the most dangerous highest gamble play you can ever make, and you had to flash out of it. Like you don't have to flash. Like you can actually flash for kill. Like to this part, you can actually flash for a kill. But you can't do stuff like this because if they were actually a little bit stronger, or if they knew how to position properly, like they can actually kill you. Like Yasuo has the ability to delete you, but the problem is that he's not taking advantage of it. Like any of them can kill you. Wukong could just knock you up and you'd be dead. So right here, you're invisible. They don't know that you're invisible. So and you can't attack because wind wall's in the way. It's good that you're moving around it. So here's what you do: you attack, you tumble. For some reason, Condemn doesn't get blocked, but oh, it does get blocked. He flies, he misses. Wow, what a bad Thresh player. Honestly, this guy cannot play Thresh. Okay, you back. You're not gonna get knocked up because that guy decides not to use any single fucking knockup. That's strange. You've already won this fight simply because the Yasuo has misplayed and the Thresh has misplayed. He misses his play. He already lost. He already lost you guys. He already lost the team the fight. He doesn't even hook. Oh wait, he hooks, but he hooks the most non-optimal target. Then you're in a position where they can't get back to you. Now he ults, and she's in a position where she can be seen. Cause like once Thresh misses the flay, it's over. Like if you have a Yasuo, like any knockup would have made you lose the fight. Like honestly, because that's how dangerous it was. If Thresh tilted his flay a little bit down more, you would have lost. Because the moment you get flayed backwards, Yasuo would have just instinctively pressed R. Because Yasuos just don't have a mind of their own, and all they do is just press fucking R whenever they see an opportunity to press R. They just press R because the champion doesn't take that much skill. But then because of that, you would get critted down the moment you land on the ground. He would probably spam buttons because that's all Yasuo would do. He would spam buttons on you press E. If you're not dead from the E, he would right click. If you're not dead from the right click, he would Q. If you're not dead from the Q, then I don't know how much health you have, but you probably would have died from one of those 6 random moves already, like shit. But yeah, you get the idea. Like that it's really like you can't be taking risks like that, because if you did get flayed, like in the situation that you did get flayed, you would have been instantly killed. And since you don't have GA, you can't like if you had GA here, it's fine, because then once you're dead, they can't get on you, and your team like wreaks havoc because they already blew their shit on you, and you're alive. You come back alive, you tumble downwards, and you just kind of it's as simple as that if you had GA. But since you don't have GA, that like sure you guys came out on top of it because because of their mistakes, but but the problem is like you can't be taking because that simply could have cost you the game if you made one more step forward or something like that, because if you stepped into the fight you would have died, and then etc. Like that situation called for like it's too much of a risk. Oh yeah, and if you still weren't killed by Yasuo, then if Caitlyn hasn't killed you, if Wukong hasn't killed you, get the idea. Like they all could have killed you. Pantheon could kill you too. Like every single one of them can delete you. Like even this is scary. Like holy shit. But you're in a narrow position where if your team can actually throw and land all their skill shots because since it's so damn narrow, it's harder to miss the damn skill shot. But the wind wall on the way was able to block your condemn, which limited your damage on Thresh. All right. On other things, laning phase wise, you have done zoning like this. You've done it, but you didn't do it enough. Like let's see, where's the perfect example? There were some good examples of zoning. Okay, this is not zoning. That's kill. That's wreaking havoc. That's something else. You guys wreaked havoc, which is nice. I can emphasize that you did really well on that. Like he doesn't know about the level 2 power spike, but you can make your level 2 power spike stronger actually. That's one thing. What I mean is what I mean is like at level 1, if you guys already killed 5 minions and or you've already killed 8 out of the 9 minions and the ninth minion is low, it's kind of like what I discussed with you with top lane. You remember how the if you kill the first wave and then you kill the 7th minion, you can just start walking forward and somehow if the 7th minion dies, you instantly level up to 2. So
Right.
like with Wukong, it's like with Wukong, you just press E on your opponent, and if RNG is with you, God bless you. You tap the minion that you tap the minion that was extremely low, and then you fly while at the same time you that will kill the minion. You'll hit level 2 as you're flying to your opponent. You'll level up to level 2. You'll auto. You'll Q. You'll auto again, and you pretty much win all trades against the Swain from yesterday. But what I'm saying is in this situation, you can do it or Nami can do it. What would happen is as the 9th minion is about to die, you have tumble leveled up. You auto it. You auto it. That will grant you the level up. You tumble. You auto. You condemn. You auto again, and then you like pressure the Thresh. But it could. What I mean is it could be done sooner. Like you could do it sooner. Like you could be a threat just by like just before you're about to hit level 2. Then when you actually do hit level 2, you destroy them. You know what I mean? Because then when everybody's level 1, it's like, oh, we're all on the same playing field. We're all equal in a way. And then suddenly you become stronger. Like right here, I would not walk back. Well, actually, I would be slow. I would be walking more forward. And your Nami should not be like there's this rule with support and AD carry.
She should always be on top of me. She shouldn't be below me there.
Not on top of you. On top of you is very bad. Stuff like Fiddlestick supports can actually kill you with shit like that. Because then, boing, but. Or Morgana binding, if it doesn't hit one, it would hit the other. Yeah, sure. No, it's not that. Every champion basically has this. Like it's a little circle, right? And what happens is, as long as your circles overlap each other, like your circle must overlap her circle. You guys are that's called optimal positioning. When you guys are not in an optimal position, I will find it. There is an example later when you guys aren't in an optimal position, but this is called optimal positioning. It means that you guys are close enough so that if your opponent tries to harass you, you can counterplay back because you guys got 2 threats that like you guys have 2 threats instead of just like being out. Like if you were up here, your circle would be up here, and her circle would be here. You guys are too far apart. So you'd have to make more effort to like protect you. You guys are so, like this close is fine. Like just this, it's like on the edge of the Venn diagram, like just like barely touching, like butt cheeks, like it's barely touching, but it's not in it. But like any further to the left, it would be a problem. Ideally, since you got these 3 minions left, as soon as this minion dies, you will hit 2. You should actually be standing here, because then not only are you safe, because he leveled up Death Sentence, and you know he leveled up Death Sentence. And if he levels up Death Sentence, not only is he a bad Thresh, but he was also, first of all, he was looking for invades. That's one thing you should know. And second, if he levels up Flay, like Flay's range is like this. Flay is like it's basically like an AoE attack. If he's a good Thresh, he would actually flay the wave, and that would help his AD carry hit level 2 faster. Because he flays the wave, every one of them gets low. Caitlyn Qs the wave, then they can hit level 2 before you. That's the threat of just being Caitlyn. And she also has a range advantage. That's why she could bully you down. That's why Vaynes are mostly afraid of them. If this Thresh was smart though. Now what he's gonna do is like he's just in a position to just attack, and he's gonna try to death sentence you, and that's not gonna work because if you stand here, if you were actually in optimal positioning, which is here instead of around like in this general area, if you were here, first of all, there's no way he would have to do 2 things. First, he would still stand here and auto attack you, but look at this, right? Remember what I said about minion
Yeah,
manipulation?
he would get minion aggro. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would.
So he would get his ass kicked by minions. That's the first thing. Second, she has the threat of throwing a bubble. Like this bitch leveled up bubble for some fucking reason, but she has the threat of throwing a bubble. And third, he cannot land a death sentence on you. Under zero circumstance, he can land a death sentence on you, and you can just sit back and auto attack him from minions. Because from where you're standing, sure, this minion will aggro you. What the fuck? He'll walk all the way around and try to hit you. Like, no way. Who cares? You're standing here. You're in the safest position if you stand here. Okay? Now, look, like right here, this is optimal positioning. This is absolutely perfect, really. Like right here. But if you were up forward a little bit more, that would be perfect. Just a little bit forward. Now, see, this minion actually did do it. What the fuck? What a man. Holy shit. Okay, but whatever. It only hits you like once. Now that you guys are level 2, he's still gonna go forward. What the? You have nothing to be afraid of. It doesn't. You don't care. Like, you cannot care if he lands a death sentence on you. And if he lands a death sentence on you, and as insane as he is already, like already looking at his playstyle, he's probably gonna fly to you because that's what threshes. That's what lower elo threshes do. Instinctively, they will always fly to their opponents. So if he does land a death sentence on you, that's good because then that means he has zero chance to escape. He'll have to flash. So what you can do, like this is what you do. You just this is optimal positioning. See how close you guys are standing together? They can't respond, so he's gonna die. Oh, he flashed. Keep that in mind. As you're walking backwards, he flashed. Keep that in mind. So the timer should be 7 minutes 30 seconds. So that means you have until 7 minutes 30 seconds to kill him again. Just keep that in mind. The moment he flashes, look up at the upper right hand corner. It should be instinct. It should be instinct. Like most of the time until like critical team fights, I lose track because in critical team fights, like it's kind of hard to keep track of 5 fucking flashes. But like if it's like single target or 2 targets at the same time, like it's okay to keep track of 2 people at a time. Like it's easier because it's only 2 people. You can just like look at the time quickly. But 5 people at once in the middle of a team fight, no, don't do that. It's okay. Like it's harder to do it. Like someone like support could do it because their eyes are on the champions and they're ready to throw crowd control and healing and shit. So that's okay. Since you guys got a kill, you should be pushing. Oh my god, you should not be going forward. You should be auto attacking. Good. Skill wise, another point: max Q before you max W. In this case, because you notice that they have 3 gap closers on their side. Also because Thresh and you want to tumble out of his death sentence and stuff. Maxing W just means you want more burst, but the problem is you can't. If you're maxing W, you got to build more attack speed to actually make the burst happen. Because every 3 attacks, the faster you hit, the faster you can proc the silver bolts. You know. So having no attack speed and having like high damage, it means that you're looking to burst them down, but it's gonna take too long for you to burst them down. So that's a problem. So, you can't dive bot because you guys don't have like despite them being low, Thresh still has mana. That's just being a threat. Oh my god, I was right. He's gonna fly in. Wow. All right, sure. Like he actually did it. Okay. And then you got to kill on that. Now let me show you. There was a part in the lane where there was unidealistic positioning. How long is it in? Did you guys get a kill? Did you guys not get a kill? I know you guys did get a kill on it. I know for a fact you did get a kill on it. Let's see. Okay, no, you're always at 4 kills because you guys killed 2 of them. No. You were not at 4 kills. You were at 2 kills or something like that. 3-0.
It could have been the first kill, the very first kill. Also,
no, that was not no, that wasn't. No, with Thresh, right? That's your first kill, right?
Yeah.
That's not unidealistic positioning. No, Thresh and Caitlyn were standing close to each other. That's just Thresh being like he just doesn't know his power spike. Like unidealistic positioning is where both they're too far apart is what I'm trying to say. Like to the point where there's no saving them. There's no salvation. Basically, let's see. There is a part where you do. Okay, so here, this is just kite ability. He is stunned to the wall. Now, if you stand in this position, this is also dangerous because you have here's the potential threats that can happen if you're standing in this position. First, the moment he gets off of stun, he's naturally gonna do a Q, which will hit you because it's gonna hit here. He doesn't have static shift, so it's not gonna proc lightning. But if it's long for like the range, I don't know the fucking range, but honestly, it's probably gonna stab you. Like just because it's bullshit, it's probably gonna stab you. So you'll take damage. He's in a position where because this guy, oh, he got flayed. He's in a position where he could just walk up because you're standing still right here. But you're gonna get hit by this Q, and if it's not a Q stab, it's gonna be a tornado. And if you get hit by a tornado, you're probably gonna get knocked up. So that the best thing to do is to move up first, so you can get out of the linear range, then move this way. because he has to make a choice. He has to stab Ari or stab you, and you're more of an ideal target than Ari. But I think Ari would be more of a threat because she has the charm. So if you don't get rid of that, then he dies. Oh, the charm already landed. So she flashed behind. Okay, so that means that he only has one direction to go, if he doesn't die, of course. So he's gonna flash up, sure. Now that would mean that okay. So now wait, hold on. I didn't notice the thresh. Okay, let's watch this thresh again. So the flay, the Q, Pantheon comes in. So he used his hop already. This is where it gets dangerous. So I'm gonna play it. No. Let me just slow it down. You're in this position since you haven't moved for about 2 autos. So that would mean that in between both of those autos, you could actually be around here, like right here, and near this little area here. Basically, where Yasuo flashes is where you could be standing on top of, which means that you would actually get that kill on Yasuo. Oh, he already died by RA naturally, and then you would actually be able to walk over here. It's actually impossible for you to leave because they have too much hard CC to lock you down. And Nami also has no mana. She would have tossed her tidal wave if she had mana, but she doesn't have Mikhail's early, or Mikhail's or Chalice early, so she can't do that. But you should be moving in between every auto as Vayne, because that's one of the biggest things about Vayne. She's an extremely mobile champion. Like, probably more mobile than like any other 80 carry out there. Like the other 80 carries out there that have mobility like hers are, not Ashe. Graves if he constantly autos, and Sivir if you consider her ulti as a form of mobility, not a gap closer, but just to catch people, and Ezreal. Because he has a lot of kiteability with that arcane shift. Those are some mobile 80 carries. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Let me see.
I messaged you my mastery page if you want to take a look at it.
All right. Let's see.
I guess you could look at it on here too.
Yeah. All right. So it should be very straightforward. It's 21-9. Let's go back to continuously evolve. There is a part. It's because it's when you guys kill. It's when your team performs a kill on Caitlyn down at bot lane. Okay, so anyway, these two aren't necessary. The cooldown and the exposed weakness. They should be put them on spell weaving and blade weaving, and that's it. That's the only thing you need to change. You don't need this. Like, this doesn't do as much as this. Like, this is actually much more powerful. This is a free kill. This is your 4th kill. Lol. That's all you could say about that. Like, he's just out of position. Might as well take it. It's good that you're using a ward to grant yourself vision. Always, it's very, very good to do that. Like you get into the practice of dropping wards in bushes when you're chasing your opponents down. It should be more of a habit. Like, problem is sometimes, like, when you're a support main and like you do it constantly to help your 80 carry out, sometimes like you guys de-synergize and both of you guys put down a ward. It's not bad. It's just very humorous to laugh at, because like, wow, we both are thinking the same thing. We both want vision in that bush. It's kind of funny. All right, where's the part where like you remember where Thresh was just standing in this bush and like you face checked the bush? You didn't face check the bush, but like you rolled past the corner of the bush and you're like, what the fuck? Why is he here? And I was like, what the fuck? This guy's crazy. All right. It's like,
is that when Lee came to and you were like, that was the worst positioning ever?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would say that, because like that would make sense. Now, let me see. Like, it is absolutely terrible to be positioned so not only far from your 80 carry, but did he even lantern his 80 carry to safety? Like, he could just, sure, Caitlyn's going one direction, and then she could just 90 caliber net to the lantern, and then they get to safety. Like, there's no way you can stop them unless you condemn them midair or something like that. But like, seriously, what the fuck? That's what I can say about that. Okay, so is it here? No. Okay, you guys get kills off of it. I know that for a fact. Oh, this is the dangerous part. This is where you guys go a little hard. Yeah.
Yeah, we all wanted to leave, but Lee was pretty insistent on. I think it's when the next dragon comes up.
Yeah, it's like a little past that. Oh yeah, Scrying Orb or Sweeper. It's your choice, but it's harder for you to do Sweeper because you have to be near bushes and people could be just like up in your fucking face and like they gank you from the bushes, you know? So it's like Scrying is better because 80 carries want to stay in the back. Wow. That crit though. Just for the lulz, I run 1% crit rune, like 1 crit rune in the red, like just for the RNG. Like, it happens sometimes. Like people do it, people don't do it. It's like all personal preference. But for everything that involves AD, yeah, this part right here. All right, hang on. First of all, you pushed them. That's great. But where she's standing, like, can you? Okay, like first, let's see. Like from where she's standing now, like let's just assume like you can see Thresh now because he revealed himself. But from where he's standing now, like there's no way they can reach each other, right? Like look how far they are. And lantern range is only about here, so she would have to 90 caliber net back into you to grab the lantern, and he would be up here or something. So it would only drag them like right around here, and that wouldn't be the best play.
That would
But
be even. I would just condemn him if they did that anyway. It's
yeah,
not even
you
the
already
best
condemned.
thing.
You already condemned, and that's the part when I said the condemn was shit because it just fucking bugged out and it should have landed, but it didn't land because the game is stupid. Okay, so from here, you have not condemned her yet. Even then, this is unidealistic positioning because from here, like we know Thresh is like right here, like right next to you, and Caitlyn's here. They're not within range of each other. Like this is not like even if the Caitlyn's range is this large, they're not. Oh shit. They're not within range of each other. They're way too far apart to be actually idealistically in position with each other. That's terrible positioning. They're way too far. Like you can tell, like just from looking at this screenshot right here, right? Look how far apart they are. Like look, this is really far apart, right? Like wow, that's far apart. See, look, like this. And now they're even further apart, which is great because you displace their synergy. That's also very idealistic too. Yeah, Lee Sin comes in to save the day, but if you actually manage to displace their synergy and Lee Sin wasn't there, you could just keep chasing because you already activated your ult and she can't. The only way she could escape is to walk over here and net, and then your condemn wouldn't be up because it's on like a 20-second cooldown, so you would probably just push her the fuck out of lane, then just push up, deny her CS, and grant your way to victory. Because then you deny her CS, you deny her a lot. I have a video where I played Vi and like I ganked once, I didn't get an assist because I suck. And then, I don't have the video actually. I'll be uploading it later. But I basically ganked for this Pantheon, and we weren't level 6. We were only level 5. But I decided, hey, there's a giant wave here. In fact, it's so big that I think we could just take the tower off of it. Not only did we take the tower, but the total amount of waves that we denied Pantheon was 3, and that's a lot of fucking. That's level 6.5 with 300 gold, 350 gold. So and we also took a tower off of it. So like that's how much denying, like just by killing that tower. But the trade-off was actually we come out so far on top, like because after that our Jace was able to snowball and like single-handedly like poke them down. So like I didn't come to like I was about to punch the Pantheon, but like Jace solo killed the Pantheon without my help. Despite being first blooded, he didn't tilt. Like it's just like deny. Like that's how important denying is. And this is the part where you alt tab. Yeah, you always center your like just like you don't have to stay like when you're watching your allies. Don't look at them for too long. Yeah, because shit like this happens. Yeah, just like tap the F keys, then tap back. Oh Jesus. Yeah, no. See what I mean
Yeah, it
by
wasn't.
delete? But you see what I mean by delete though. Like even now, and just imagine it later in the future. Like they killed you fast. Just one flay, one ult, and one auto like killed you. Because Thresh auto counts as like half an auto, but it still kind of hurts. And what the fuck was that positioning, Ari? But yeah, you don't want to walk into unidealistic things. You don't want to tumble forward when there are a lot of people that have gap closers. You can be patient by ulting and tumbling to the side, waiting and then shooting, because your stealth lasts for quite some time. Blade of the Rune King into Static Shiv into Last Whisper into IE. Your power spike will come later, but you're guaranteed a lot safer, and your DPS is constant, provided that this is you maxing Tumble. Yumu's Ghostblade is also an option for AD carry because Vayne's kite ability is nice. Don't step on traps. Always try to avoid traps. Idealistically position yourself near your support, especially during team fights. Watch where your support is, because your support is next to you. He could throw heal. She's able to throw heals on you more, etc., etc. Because when I play support and like when I play for my team, the worst thing that you can do is be so far from your AD carry that they can't heal you. And then the worst thing that can happen is you blame your support for not being able to heal you. But it's also your fault because you actually ran away from your support because you were in an unidealistic position. And then the other thing is, let's see, kite ability, don't tumble forward, stay near your support, move in between autos, make sure you do that because you do stand still quite often. Like it's not just like present, like you do move every now and then, but like it's not enough. Like you can kite minions like that, like pretend you're kiting champions too. Like you could just and then there we go, bind your auto attack move click to a key. I bind it to A, so Uh, whenever I'm playing with my friends, they're always like, "Stop fucking tapping your keyboard." I'm like, "Dude, this is how I attack. It's just natural." So this is where you don't want to tumble forward. You tumble forward twice, so that's really bad because you put yourself in range of Caitlyn too. Don't forget about that. She hurts when she has her headshot up, and the fact that she's also rushing crit too. Like she's rushing after IE, she's probably gonna rush static shiv because that's what most AD carries like Caitlyn are supposed to do. She like you saw earlier how you were already in a bad position from the flash box, and she just crit you for 514, right? Like there was no way you could escape that. But that's because you didn't tumble. Like you were in a unidealistic position because your healer isn't able to heal you and stuff. And then let's see. Switch trinkets. Like I've noticed that you haven't been switching trinkets very often. Like even if it's
Okay.
for all roles, trinkets should never be yellow at the end of the game. Yeah. Like half the time I forget to buy my trinkets, but then I remind myself, fuck this warding trinket. Who uses this shit? Like honestly, like support is the most prevalent with switching trinkets because it's like free clearing wards while at the same time you already own wards. You don't need 4 wards, you only need 3. So the last thing you do is sweeper. It's like instantaneous switch. Like there should be generally support should be the first to switch. Second would be junglers. After that would be all the laners, like the rest of the laners. Oh god. Yeah, nope. This is see how you went back. You went back to them, right, to see if you can help. There was no way you guys can turn that around. Like, just let it go. Regroup back to mid because you guys are all split. This right here should be warded right away. Like you had a ward, you should ward it right away because you saw how many threats there are. This is that is oh my god, yeah, that's just funny. Yeah, you also weren't moving in between autos. You actually just should just be moving down towards the tower. Like I know it's small, but like if Wukong still had flash, he could just like get into the bush. And since you guys have no vision in that bush, he could probably escape by just like using the rest of his potions or something. Like I don't know, probably ignite would have killed him. But you get the idea. Like he could have flashed, and like there is a chance that he could live. There is a chance. Like what? No, Thresh is dead. Caitlyn healed. Caitlyn has teleport. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't even
Oh,
notice
oh,
that.
by the way, Caitlyn had teleport this game.
Thanks for, okay, that's so no wonder she got into the lane so fast. I'm like, how the fuck did she okay, okay, this guy. That's weird. I
Yeah,
always play
we
assuming
get
that
pretty
they have
lucky.
heal. Oh my god. Oh
Now we
my
got pretty lucky this game. Like Caitlyn didn't really know what she was doing.
yeah. That's pretty awkward, but yeah. Uh wow. Wow. I have no idea what to say to that. Like there's nothing I can say. Like I'm just assuming she had heal like the entire game. But always
This
play
is
assuming that they have like the worst summoner spells. Um Thresh has exhaust, I believe, right? Like if there's almost no doubt because all supports should be running either exhaust, and if they're crazy, if they're not crazy, but they're a pressure lane, ignite. So that's the only two
I wouldn't
spells
be
I would recommend.
surprised if he doesn't have exhaust. I don't remember getting exhausted this game.
Yeah, if it's not you getting exhausted, it's someone else. Let's see. Let's go back from one because you only tap once. I tap constantly to check between my opponent's CSs and mine. Also press it just for fun. Like okay, so fuck. I press tab for fun, like just for the lulz. Okay, so he does have exhaust, 2 ignites, a
Yeah.
smite, that's standard in that. Okay, so the worst thing that can happen is that you get exhausted by Thresh, but he doesn't seem to place his exhaust on you because he's always not in an ideal position to throw an exhaust on you. The worst thing that you can see is that if you see an opponent mid laner such as Yasuo or like someone like Xerath or Pantheon with an exhaust, that's where you need to watch your positioning twice as much because someone with a gap closer can get close to you, drop an exhaust on you, not only make you useless but also make you easier for your opponents to get to you. So if Yasuo had exhaust, he dashes in, exhausts you. He doesn't even dash to you. He just dashes near a minion, exhausts you. Yeah, you tumble, but you can't move anymore. After that, Wukong Pantheon could just jump on you right away, and then Caitlyn can freely auto you because of her massive range advantage. Like you get it. So that's the worst thing that could happen if there's an exhaust on someone that has a gap closer. Like if an Ezreal had a gap closer, for example, that'd be scary because then he just arcane shifts in to exhaust you, which is fucking scary because that's an 80 carry jumping in to exhaust you. But then afterwards, his team could follow up right away if he plays his cards right. Um, Continue on. Sieging tower is fine. I don't know what happens at the end of the game, so I can't say what happens towards the end of the game. But you say you won by miracle.
They took our last tower and we sat and waited and then we aced them and
Damn.
we aced them over by Baron. It's a shame because I think I deleted the video. I don't think I kept it.
Welp. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, stealing the Raptors is fine. Just make sure you don't take the entire camp. Good. Yeah. Always counter jungle because fucking stupid camps take 100 seconds to respawn. Static shiv is fine. Make sure, yeah, IE isn't ideal as the first item unless you're so fucking fat. Like unless you have like instead of being 4-in-1, if you were 7-in-1, then yeah, yeah, the item is still fine. But even then, Blade of the Rune King is still good because then that makes it so that not only could you attack faster and proc the bolts constantly, but then you also make it so that your opponents can't escape when you're so damn far ahead. So yeah.
I found the rest of the game. If you want, maybe I could open it and share screens with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if let's just cover the rest of the game.
Okay.
This file is huge, by the way. Like the other coaching one is 9 fucking gigabytes. Like holy shit, I can't. It's gonna take forever to upload. Anyway, this is an hour long, so go ahead and screen share. I'm gonna turn mine off temporarily, and until I need to pause, to see anything, then I'll let you know.
All right. Well, tell me. I don't know how to do this.
You click the
So,
plus sign and you click share screen.
oh, that's pretty easy. Okay. And we were at 37, right?
Yeah, just 37 minutes. Yeah, you were farming. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was watching top again and just ran into the minion wave.
Oh god, the speed. Fuck. It's good that you're clearing minions. Yeah, you guys got Baron. That's fine. This is when you guys got the Baron. Yeah. Clear. Make sure you clear out your minions, cause best thing to do. Like you guys got Baron, but for some reason, did it run out or something, or did you die?
I believe that was a little bit. That wasn't. I'm not sure.
Cause I could have sworn the last thing that I remember was you guys got
We got
Baron.
Baron.
And then that's it. And then I said that was the worst. Oh no! I remember now. You guys, the game did drag long enough for you guys to team fight in the middle of their narrow jungle. Wait, is this the part where you're in a? This is the part where you guys ward right there, right? And then I think this has already happened. I think someone else took. Yeah, they ward right there. Pantheon starts dancing. Okay, so we're still at the right time, and yeah, the quality cleared up. That's great. Okay, so nothing happens here. A lot of skill shots thrown. Pantheon starts dancing in the jungle. Yeah. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't like those. Like I don't coach those. Like it's not that I don't want to. It's just that like if you're walking up to mid lane and just starting to dance, like it means you're not only like you're not only not doing anything, but you're wasting time. Like you could be using that time to fucking ward and scout, but instead you're fucking dancing. Like what a joke. Like I hate players who do that. I honestly do not like players who just dance just do that. I just like remove this dude because he just. I told him like you shouldn't do that. You should be scouting for your team instead. And he didn't do it. Like he did it 2 games in a row. He never scouted. And then they got invaded and he got first blood and I told you like this is exactly what I said. And he didn't listen and he's like, "Oh, yeah. Oh." Like the fuck?
It's wild because we're gonna bash Caitlyn for teleport, but she ends up teleporting and taking the last tower.
That's fine. Like I mean like sure, like if you have the spell, use it. Like fuck. It's the same thing as what I said. She has the threat of teleport, I guess. I guess that's why she went up to top lane and then she could just TP down the fucking bot lane. Like, wow. Okay. I can't really skip through any of it, but I'm not supposed to skip through any part of the clip. So what you guys gonna do? Okay, so you gotta note that when the bot lane is pushing like this, I think I said before, you gotta push it out. And even if you push it out, it's gonna push back until the inhibitor is back up. So right now, like you're in that time where you can shove it down. Yes, you shove it down to midway because the inhibitor is back up. You have no threat of the super minions pummeling it down. What you want to do is you could do 2 options. You could hard push it or you could soft push it. If you soft push it, it will slowly build up, and then you will be able to accumulate a giant wave, so you guys can get an objective off of it. If you tab every now and then to check timers on objectives such as Baron or Dragon, you would know when the Baron is up. Because then I don't know when the Baron is up right now, to be honest. And if it's dash dash dash, then oh well, because that means that they secured it earlier and we didn't get a timer on it, and you guys cleared it later. But if you kill half of the wave, your minion wave will build up and push as a giant army, and then they'll have to clear it, which means they have to pour a resource to stop that wave, and otherwise they risk losing all that exp and potential a tower. Like that bot tower would go down. If you hard push a wave, the wave sure will get to the enemy side faster, but it's not gonna build up as much. Like it's gonna be pretty awkward. This is the ideal team fight. This is where you go into a very dangerous position that's not ideal as well. You also either way, I also noticed that you still stand still between autos. Like I know you have no choice, but because like there's a lot fucking happening because it's so damn narrow, but you should be moving back down. Because then you have to flash to reposition yourself instead of tumble flashing, you know?
Well, yeah, and I'm noticing that I'm tumbling forward all the time. I just need to tumble to the side.
Mm-hmm. You have a circular path to tumble to. You don't have to tumble to one direction. Because most people use tumble to chase their opponents down. You don't have to tumble to chase your opponents down all the time because you've got Night Hunter, and you also have your ultimate to chase people down. It helps. It helps. Tumble is just a tumble. Also consider that tumble is an auto attack reset. Don't forget about that. Yep. Okay. Two. Ah, right. Two. De-aggro the tower. Good. Get the tower. Yes, that is an. Oh, well, it's very risky. Nope, it's an inhib. Just take it. Kite in between, because you have a lot of attack speed, but moving in between autos it's kind of sometimes it depends. It can help you because you know about attack canceling, right? People move in between autos, so because like if they move early enough, you can actually attack more.
Yeah, when I do that, I end up canceling my auto more often than I
Yeah,
do anything good.
it's risky, but like you get used to it. That's what kiting. That's the whole point of kiting. Like you get used to it, and eventually you'll know how much like time it takes. Like if you play enough with the champion, of course, you put it into practice. You don't have to, but like you can still auto and wait for the full animation to happen and then move. Otherwise, like what I would do is I just spam A and spam right click similar. Oh, jeez.
Oh, maybe it didn't save.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
it didn't
that's
save.
terrible.
Damn.
I guess we're done.
All right.
What a
So
shame.
all I can review for this session is careful on your tumbles. Don't it's not wrong to constantly tumble forward, but it's wrong to tumble into dangerous situations when you see that because like when you tumbled during the mid lane team fight, you were out of position, and that gave them a kill. And then when you tumble, you have multiple directions to tumble to. Ghostblade is a fine item. That's another thing. That's point 2. Ghostblade, Blade of the Rune King is good, and it chains well with Ghostblade. So you guys have massive mobility. Don't rush IE because it's not ideal too. Brutalizer is a good rush too. Third, let's see. Stay near your support in the laning phase. Like you don't have to stay super close like butt buddies, but you cannot stay far like how I showed you with that screenshot with Caitlyn and Thresh. They were in a position where there was no way that she can regroup with her support in time. Level 2 power spike, very emphasis on that. Just count minions. Just make sure you know how many minions you've killed and you're ready to be able to level up on the next minion death, and then you kill them. Like if you last hit out of 9 minions, if you last hit 8 of them, and you lower down the 9th one, and you let the 9th one drop down to such a low health that sure you could sacrifice you can sacrifice that one last hit if you think you can just like push an opponent out of lane or condemn them to a wall and then secure a kill. That's 300 gold that makes up for that one last hit you missed. Then you just go back to last hitting like normal. Like you can sacrifice one last hit for a potential kill or like summoner's blown, but just like practice zoning with just your movement. Like you were doing it earlier. I saw you were doing it, but you didn't do it enough. Like you only moved to like you stopped at the back line of the ranged minions. You didn't go further than that. Cause like yeah, I understand that like there is a potential threat of like getting hooked or getting shot down by Caitlyn, but you can just move. You can take a little tiny risk, like not a big risk by walking like super far away from the enemy ranged minions, but take a little bit more. Cause like if Caitlyn has no mana, she can't like fucking Q you. So you can walk a little bit further from the ranged minions and be more of a threat just by like saying, hey, what's up, you can't get near these minions because I'll shoot you down. You can try to last it, but I'll shoot you down because you have no mana to Q. If you can't Q these minions, you gotta walk up and auto, and if you walk up and auto, I'm gonna show you the reason why you should be afraid of me. Pew 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 proc. And then don't max condemn, fuck me. Max silver bolts against like you shouldn't be maxing silver bolts against those that have like a lot of gap closers, because Thresh, despite him having a gap closer with his stupid Q, like you can use your Q to avoid his shit, his hook and his flay. But also Q to escape away from the potential Pantheon jumps, potential Wukong ults, and potential Yasuo dashes. You can also, let's see what else is there. Power spike level 2, last hitting is very good. Change your masteries, I think I already mentioned that. It's a very small one. Change your masteries. Runes, you don't have to run the crit like I do, but it's very fun if you run the crit because if RNG is with you, you can just magically get a crit and all of a sudden you beat you're like, what the fuck, 173 crit level 1, Jesus Christ. It can change the flow of a fight. Like it could change the flow of of the laning phase just by critting someone once. Like that, it just means that much. And then I think that's all I've covered so far. Idealistic positioning, warding bushes. Yeah, warding and changing trinkets. That's another thing. Yeah, there we go. Warding bushes, like the whole reason the sweeper is. I mean, the sweeper isn't there. Like the sweeper is to clear wards, but like you don't like get vision yourself. As an AD carry, you need to see people inside bushes because when someone enters a bush, you lose vision. You can't attack them while they're invisible for that brief moment in time. So that's why dropping a ward in there or scrying orbing it would give you them. Scrying orb gives you temporary true vision so that you always see them for a bit. So then like even if Caitlyn like walked into the bush, you can scrying orbit and you see her, and if she tries to like go invisible, like let's say she was Twitch or some shit, you've already spotted her. So if she goes invisible, you still spot her for you still spot him for a brief like 2 seconds, but that 2 seconds grants you like an auto, a tumble auto, and probably a third auto if you cancel your animation fast enough. And then the last thing is move in between your autos because AD carry with a massive mobility like that should be moving in between your autos because it's very ideal to avoid like half of people's skill shots because most of the time moving in between autos doesn't mean tumbling in between autos. It means like it means like actually right clicking and then bind your key to
Yeah, if I can't figure out how to do that, I'll get back to you on that for sure.
Yeah. All right. So then you can just feel free to record more. Make sure like all of it's rendered too. And then,
No, I realized what I did. My hard drive's out of disk space, so it just
rip.
when,
Oh, that's the worst. I have an external hard drive for that. Lols.
I have 115 gig hard drive, and it's just not enough. I don't know.
Damn.
I got videos on here that I just need to put somewhere.
I have a 1 terabyte external and 1 terabyte internal, so
Wow.
I'm good on space. But this video is gonna be really long. It's gonna take like probably a day or two to upload. So I'll have to be. It'll take a while for something like this to upload. It's about an hour and a half long. So yeah. All right.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. You too.
Thanks a lot.